Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the session on using the Critical Friends process for a formative assessment in the development of online health education projects at the International Conference on Health, Wellness, and Society. This session is a collaboration of two disciplines. First, health education and promotion, and second, instructional design and technology. The presenters are all from Western Illinois University and include Dr. Diane Hamilton from the Department of Health Sciences and Dr. Leonda Hemphill and Dr. Hoyt Hemphill, both from Instructional Design and Technology. This presentation will focus on 4 key points. First, the trends in how consumers are currently using the internet to access online health education will be considered. Next, the rationale for training health professionals and health educators to use these sites in their work will be considered. Then, the type of training that was provided to program participants will be considered. The session will conclude with how participants used Critical Friends as an ongoing feedback process to enhance the quality of their health-related social networking sites. The Pew Research Institute identified that 80% of U.S. consumers use the internet to research and obtain health and medical information. This represents a significant number of consumers using this resource. Although research on the quality of online health resources is in its infancy, current findings suggest that as much as 70% of information about online health resources may be unreliable. The concern is that consumers use this information to manage their own health, but may delay proper medical treatment or experience health harm as a result of following fraudulent online advice. Consumers tend to believe that they find online information credible, and a very few, a mere fourth, check the reliability of these sources on a regular basis. Research tells us that traditional health professionals and educators have been reluctant to use online information dissemination for their patients or clients. Thus, they are missing a tremendous educational opportunity to reach a significant number of people. The purpose of this training was to teach health educators and professionals to use social networking sites to provide health education and therefore remedy this situation. The rationale for training health educators and professionals to use online social networking sites is to enable them to take advantage of this vast communication process for communicating with patients and clients. As a foundation for providing social networking site skill training to course participants, a plan incorporating a structured series of intended outcomes and associated learning experiences is needed. 3 of the most significant foundations for the social networking site training are listed on this slide. 1. Project has achievable learning objects tied to consumer need. 2. The project uses appropriate technologies effectively. 3. The project reflects a collaborative learning environment. Participants were provided training and worked collaboratively using the PBWorks wiki site to develop a website that addresses contemporary health and medical topics. What is most significant is that the wiki is a collaborative, dynamic, ongoing site. Effective and ongoing collaboration among site creators is vital for the best product possible. This site used for development of the health webpage can be accessed at www.pbwikis.com. Here is the PBWiki page structure and content. In contrast to traditional instructional environments where 90% of the meaning of a message is communicated non-verbally through eye contact, tone of voice, gestures, to name a few, online communication relies almost exclusively on the word content of the message. Thus, online project development can sometimes be flat and lifeless, inspiring little motivation or creativity. A highly effective pedagogy to stimulate motivation and creativity in project development is a process known as Critical Friends. The Anna Berg Institute for School Reform at Brown University first developed the Critical Friends model for collegial dialogue. It is currently in use by an estimated 35,000 instructors, educational leaders, and college professors in over 1,500 schools. Critical Friends is based on the consultative feedback process. This process allows colleagues to share issues, identify barriers, and seek suggestions for positively overcoming or managing potential challenges. This process allows colleagues to find collaborative ways around the obstacles and barriers that often limit effective project development. The project works best in smaller groups, 4 to 7 people, where colleagues feel comfortable sharing complex issues. It includes a 4-step process as outlined on the next slide. The Critical Friends process involves 4 steps. These steps are done directly in the comment area of the PBWiki site. Thus, the site is used to both create the health social networking site and to provide collaboration through the Critical Friends process. Step 1. The facilitator shares the important issues involved in the social networking development, frames key questions, and establishes timelines for communication. Step 2. Participants respond to probing and clarifying questions about each social networking site and discuss and provide feedback to their colleagues. Feedback should be specific and not involve criticism or advice giving. Step 3. Participants discuss and consider the feedback they have been provided regarding their site and respond to them by addressing possible solutions related to the issues raised. Step 4. Each group makes site modifications as appropriate based on the Critical Friends feedback given to them by the other collaborators. Please note that the useful critical feedback is timely, specific, systematic, and descriptive. The next 3 slides show screenshots of the samples of the health-focused social networking sites created by the participants. This slide shows the instructor's initial Critical Friends posting to each of the PBWiki health sites created by the program participants. Page creators were instructed to provide a minimum of 3 comment posts regarding the strengths and weaknesses of each site. They were further instructed that their feedback must be detailed and specific, and that vague comments such as, "I like the video," are not useful and specific enough for creating the best possible health site. This slide provides an example of the type of feedback provided by colleagues as they participated in the ongoing site development using the Critical Friends process. This slide provides another example of the type of feedback provided by colleagues as they participated in the ongoing site development using the Critical Friends process. This one illustrates a comment presented by the instructor to one of the group of project creators. The key features that make Critical Friends so useful include: 1. The focus on creating a non-judgmental and collaborative online environment for ongoing project creation. 2. The focus on providing detailed feedback with specific information that can be successful in project refinement. 3. The foundation of feedback proceed in an environment of respect and integrity. And 4. The best practices research showing that this formative process provides for detailed discussions and ultimately to superior project quality when compared to non-collaborative feedback models. Thank you for being part of our session today, and good luck in using the Critical Friends process in your own endeavors.